What's up with you guys? Welcome back to another Sunday breakdown and welcome back to my channel. We're currently doing a series on backtesting and forecasting, so please, if you want to know more about that, please subscribe to the channel and to get informed on those scenarios. So I'm just going to do a little bit review, then we'll go straight into this week's space. First bit that I'm going to look at is USD Russian rupee. So I actually explained last week and that to draw this into this, like, we have a double top over this area. So what we have to see is first continuation to the downside, then from there we can actually get a buy signal. So it was like 15,000 to this area. This was the neckline going to the downside. So 15,000 was like 158. So that's one like 150,000 points. That's what around. So like 150,000 points was around this area. So that's what happened. So we had to wait for price to come back to the downside. Then from there we can actually look for any price action to the upside. So from this area we had price continue consolidating over this area. So if you know this market structure, the second market structure that we trade, price has to break above here, then we'll continue to the upside. So if you're hoping to trade this trade, your first trade, you can take it from this area, then your stop loss somewhere here, then we'll again continue your first take profit to the neckline, something like 108 points. Then from there you can actually continue consolidation over here and continue to the upside to here. So you can actually explain, you can expect like 240,000 points the upside. So that's it for USD Russian rupee. We had a disappointment on Swiss franc JPY, but what I do, guys, so like to protect your capital, once you take the first trade, move your stop loss to inside so that you can actually have your stop loss as a profit. So that's what I do. I just move my stop loss to a little bit below the selling point. So this is what happened here. Price actually fell sharply over this area, then we had to move our stop loss over here. We have to move our stop loss over here, then we're going to use the downside. So price hit this resistance that it came back and hit our stop loss. So still waiting for confirmation to see like where next from here. Are we gonna go back to the downside or we're gonna continue? So this is more like a wedge, rising wedge. So we can expect price to hit this resistance and fall down, then we can find support over this area. The next pair was phenomenon. So the second structure I actually explained this last week. Consolidation. This is actually wonderful because it's actually on a 4-hour time frame. Consolidation over here. So consolidation on the resistance. We had to continue. So I was explaining last week on Sunday that since we have Monday, Tuesday, we have Aussie data being released, and on Monday price started falling down straight. It didn't. We were expecting it to move to the upside, then continue to the downside, but straight away from this area started moving down, consolidated over this area, that continue. So this is the second market structure: consolidation on resistance, then we continue to the downside. So pretty much this was it for GBP Aussie. So we still have more room to the downside, so we can expect a little bit of consolidation from this area, then continue again to the downside. So sometimes, guys, you have to understand that market structures also fail, but like whenever they do, your stop loss is supposed to be there to carry you out. So what happened last week is we had a fail over this area, so we started consolidating over this area, then it actually extended to this area. So what happened, we had I think on the 4-hour time frame we have a bearish pin bar on the resistance of this area, and price actually started moving to the downside following the channel instead of the market structure. So the market structure ended up being violated and price started moving to the downside. So this was for last week, and this week we're actually expecting price to continue to the upside following the channel again. So this is the resistance of the channel, the support for now. then with the resistance to the upside. So what I'm expecting is price to continue to the upside, and from there we can actually see where the price is gonna break, going back to the upside, or it's just gonna continue the channel again. And we had to adjust again on GBP there. So market structure episode 1, if you remember market structure episode 1, so this is pretty much like a descending channel to the downside. So descending channel to the downside, the whole is not an appropriate of in channel though. So we had price moving downside, it's not moving, touching all the sides of the channel well, so we're just waiting for price to break above. That's why I actually draw this small part. So we just have to wait for price to break above this area, then from there we can actually buy, put our stop loss a little bit below here. So we're just waiting. If it happens, then we can actually continue to the upside, to the upside I mean. So this week's base, what we're going to look at is CAD GPY. So CAD GPY, what's happening is price is actually moving to, it's moving in an ascending channel. This is the resistance that is already broken, and we're only waiting for price to test this resistance. Then from there you can actually have price moving to the downside with the sharp fall. So the first fall, so waiting for price to move a little bit slowly to the resistance, then you have the first fall to this area, which is going to be a little bit sharp, consolidate, then continue to the downside, continue with this channel. So this is one of the high probability setups, guys, so you can actually expect to add more volume to this trade. The next pair, AUDQE. AUDQE, we have a wedge over here. So if you remember last week, we actually drew this was an ascending channel towards the resistance ascending channel, then price fell down, consolidated, fell down again. So we're having a wedge, sort of like a falling wedge, a falling wedge over this area. So you can expect, if price consolidate over this area, so the consolidation, then we can continue to the upside. Then if it continues to the downside to here, pretty much it will be tricky to continue with the price action going to the upside. So we will have to wait for confirmation, but I'm actually expecting for price to move to the upside straight from here. The next pair, AUDJPY. 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 I explained on the, I think on Tuesday last week on our WhatsApp group. So pretty much this is what's happening right here. Price broke below this resistance, now acting as support, but it couldn't sustain there, and this is unlike the market structures that we have when you have price consolidating on the resistance, either on a falling channel, then you have consolidation over here, then you have a break. This is just a falling channel, then price is actually falling to the same direction, then you have consolidation over here, and you have sort of like a descending wedge. That's pretty much what happened here, but this is sort of like a consolidation on the lower part. This is the falling channel that I'm talking about. Then you have price consolidation over here, so you have to expect price to move to the upside. That's this almost the same scenario what happening here. So I'm actually expecting our price to move to the upside. So this consolidation, this market structure, high probability episode 2, then price actually managed to break above this area, and now we're just waiting for continuation. So if you see, we'll be expecting, just unfortunate that I don't have connection, so it's not updating. So pretty much we're just expecting for price to continue moving to the upside in this pair. USD, Euro USD, price didn't really move fast as I thought. So I actually explained, and so I'm actually seeing a little bit of sentiments on this pair, different sentiments. So you should try to look at it like this. So this is more like a left shoulder, and we have a head, then right shoulder. So pretty much, as you can see, price actually stalling over this area, which is the neckline. So what we had last week, we have this channel, and we had an ascending channel towards the resistance, and we had price falling down to this area, which was actually not bad. It was actually a good trade. Then we had to wait over this area because of this. So price is actually consolidating on to this neckline. So I'm actually expecting, if price breaks above this resistance that I drew, this small resistance that I drew, then I'm gonna look for buys to the upside, continuing with this potential pattern that we have. So expect anything, and if price breaks below this area, then we can actually continue with the sales of the channel. So expect anything else for this pair. GBP Swiss franc. So GBP Swiss franc, I explained last week. This is the resistance that we have. Resistance, this black line. Then we have descending channel towards the resistance, and price actually made sort of like a double bottom over this area. So I'm not looking for any sales because it's not possible to have sales in this scenario. Only looking for buy setups. So just gonna, when the market opens, just gonna buy onto the upside. So pretty much that's all of the pairs that we're actually having on the free channel, guys. So please subscribe to get free content on backtesting and forecasting. So thanks, guys. Have a good week.